right, welcome back to the Geek Branch podcast. Today we're going to discuss about two casting rumors about the Black Adam movie. As I said in our first Cinematic Movie Universe episode, I discussed about how they are working on filling out the roles for the JSA. After The Rock announced that JSA will be in the movie, there's a lot of stuff spinning out talking about what roles will be taken, what roles will be in the movie, which is, so far we've heard that apparently Alan Scott's Green Lantern, the first Green Lantern for DC, is going to be in the movie, and they're looking at Chris Hemsworth to play the role. Now, they don't think he will play the role because of his loyalty to Marvel, but they're hoping that they can convince him to come over. And if they can't, then they're looking at people that are of a similar build or similar personality as a Chris Hemsworth type person. So maybe his younger brother, Liam.
So strange.
What, that they want a Chris Hemsworth for it?
Yeah, no, like that's not Alan Scott.
No, I agree. You know,
in fact, both of the castings that we're about to talk about are incredibly strange.
The build for the next person doesn't fit the role.
First off,
I'm cool with it being an Egyptian actor, though.
No, that's great.
Yeah,
I don't care about that. My thing is that, like, he's just not hairy enough. I don't care what anyone says. Like,
they can easily add hair to people.
I don't know, man.
He's got to bulk up, in my opinion.
He has to. Not only does he have to bulk up because dude's a tank, but he's a hairy tank at that.
He's a hairy tank, but he's definitely like, it should be someone almost as big as The Rock.
Yeah. No, we need like a wrestler archetype character,
right.
Definitely.
At least with Zachary Levi, he has like a bodysuit that makes him look more bulk than he actually is.
Yeah.
You can't do that with Hawkman, obviously.
His upper torso is just two straps.
Right.
And the Hawkman symbol.
You can't change it.
Yeah, not really. So I'm just like, you weren't big enough. I'm sorry.
So what we're talking about is apparently they're looking to cast Carter Hall, a.k.a. Hawkman. He is going to be the person that will be the primary antagonist to Black Adam. He's going to be the person that's going to go toe-to-toe with him.
Oh, protagonist.
Well, I mean, yeah, but in this movie's...
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Because technically The Rock's character is the main character, so technically he's the protagonist.
Yeah, he is the one.
I guess, if you consider that all heroes are antagonists to villains, it's really strange.
Anyways, so the Hawkman's going to be apparently, according to rumor, be the big bad that's going to fight. Not big bad, but big name that's going to fight him.
They're going to get absolutely raffle stomped, but it is what it is.
But they said the reason why they're looking at Rami Malek is because Hawkman's not as big of a name as, say, Superman. So they want a big name actor to play the role. And he is a big name actor now. I mean, after Bohemian Rhapsody, everybody knows who that guy is.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
It's the guy who started off at the Night in the Museum movie series is now a huge star. I mean, he's going to be the main villain in the new Bond movie. Yeah. Whether you think it's going to bomb or not, that's still still a big role.
Yes, getting casted in it is great.
Yeah,
it's going to bomb.
Yeah, I know you think it's going to bomb.
Regardless, though, so yeah, it's nice that they added some star power to dear old Hawkman, but no, he don't look right.
No, he doesn't look the role. Although I really appreciate that they're actually looking at getting an Egyptian actor for once for the role.
Not that it really matters.
Well, I mean, it's from Egyptian background.
Assuming they go that one.
No, look.
One would assume.
In the exact same way I was perfectly okay with him playing Freddie Mercury.
Right.
In the exact same way I'm okay with anyone else playing.
No, I'm just saying it's nice,
Because I go get Stone Cold Steve Austin in a heartbeat.
If we
Cold
turn this into a wrestling movie, that'd actually be pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I don't care. I would
go John Cena. You get John Cena.
Yeah, right. And it's like he's supposed to be Egyptian.
You can't see me.
Yeah. I'm just like, I don't care. I've never cared. Anyone can play any role. My point is, the builds are absolutely wrong for both characters. Alan Scott's not big, and freaking Hawkman's a Titan.
Right.
So you could swap
them.
Yeah, and I would be like, all right, cool.
But Chris, he's not going to take that role. He's not going to go over to the DC. I don't see it. Not until he's done with Thor.
I could. I mean,
but he's too
unless he's contractually obligated.
I mean, he's not. But I don't imagine he would want to play two superheroes at around the same time because Marvel takes up a lot of your schedule.
True.
So that would be extremely stressful.
But he doesn't have big roles in the next two things that he's doing anyway.
Yes, he does. Love and Thunder. He's the main character still.
You say that.
You hold on, wait. I was gonna say Jane Foster's supposed to be the main character.
They never said that.
Yes, they.
No, it's gonna be Jane Foster. You saw the
Comic-Con panel alone should tell you that, Tim.
What was it? Handing the hammer to Jane Foster.
Yeah, it was literally the Tim. Come on.
Then they should call it a different name for the movie.
Tim, that's quite.
Don't you dare! You know.
Tim.
They should call it the Mighty Thor, or Lady Thor.
No, because at that point they'd
piss off the left wing.
Tim.
I'm gonna drill a hole in my brain. I'm gonna let it leak out because it's killing me. Anyway,
it shouldn't be called Thor 4.
Thank you. We all know
we
that.
We agree
Tim.
with that, Tim.
Jesus. Listen. Oh, he does not have an important role. I don't care what anyone says. In Guardians of the Galaxy, they're just going to use his dynamic with Rocket.
I don't think he'll have a big role. I think he might have like a 2-minute scene.
No, I think he's going to be the muscle.
No, I think he's going to have a really short role.
And it's just hilarious because
I think he's going to have a short scene.
At Drax, I know. But my point being is that no, literally his entire purpose is going to be bullying Quill.
Yeah.
And
comedic moments.
Yeah, bullying Quill and then playing off of the relationship he has with Rocket.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Past that, I don't see him doing much unless he buffs back up, which we don't know if and when he will.
But isn't it a crazy time to them to really they're actually going to fill out the JSA.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like,
yeah, no, I'm just
DC's never been willing to
do JSA.
Yeah,
even though JSA is arguably some of their best work.
Right.
Yes, but
I love Jay Garrick.
The Justice League.
That Flash is awesome.
Justice League is definitely more of the iconic thing for DC now.
Right.
Everybody knows of it more than the Justice Society.
Right.
That's the only reason I say that they wouldn't do they haven't done.
Okay.
Justice Society.
Which I respect that, but I'm going to point out to you one of the best things to just like countermand that is that Cap, back when we thought he was the first Avenger, because technically he still is, right?
He still is.
Yeah, I guess. It's just Miss Marvel kind of throws it off. Anyway, my point being is...
No, Cap's still in stone when Miss Marvel happens. Or in ice.
Yeah.
Miss Marvel happens after Captain America, the first Avenger.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, I know. It's just... The term... I guess she's the first Avenger because of the term Avenger.
Here's the better way to put it. She's the first Avenger because she is the one that gave Nick the idea to make the Avengers.
Okay.
There's your best way to look at it, in my opinion.
But regardless, the wonder that was Cap's story,
yes,
from I'm gonna give myself an aneurysm. Cap's story can be replicated with the JSA because the JLA doesn't exist without the JSA.
Right. Yeah, I agree. My point is that the general population knows of the Justice League. They don't know of the Justice Society.
You're talking about in the real world,
non-nerds, not us. We know who the Justice Society is.
Yeah.
We know, and honestly, I'd rather see a movie about them than the Justice League at the moment. But my point is that the general population doesn't know the Justice Society. They know the Justice League because of either the animated cartoon that came out way back when, or just the recent movie.
Right.
The Flash, Superman, all them are the big names in DC iconic, right now. Yes, that's why I'm saying That's why I'm saying the Justice Society isn't as well known to the general populace.
Especially Alan Scott. That version of the Green Lantern is very unknown to
No, they just rebooted him.
In the comics, sure.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm talking about
most people don't read the comics.
Most people that just watch movies do not know that there is a Green Lantern that has a totally different costume.
And before Hal Jordan or Kyle
the
Rayner.
Green Lantern Corps or anything involving any of that.
Before Jeff Johns.
Yeah. Before Jeff Johns made them
big. I like him more.
I agree.
Actually. Yeah, his entire motif is just kind of better than your standard Green Lantern, if you ask me. But
I do like Guy, though. I like Guy.
I hate Guy.
I know you hate Guy,
You're supposed to hate Guy.
but I like Guy.
That's the universal purpose of Guy.
Yeah.
And every time Guy gets, horribly maimed, I feel good about
I
myself.
I want Guy to be in either else that Green Lantern movie or the Green Lantern show as just like the guy that everybody hates, as he should be.
Well, no, I think that his perfect place is as a counterman to John Stewart.
Oh, he's a perfect counterman.
Just throw him in to elevate John Stewart's character, because John Stewart
Like in Rebirth when John's in charge of the Green Lantern Corps
Yeah.
instead of Hal.
Yeah.
Guy was his perfect counter.
Because John is a very good character, but he's also very flat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does not explode
Whereas
like
Guy
Hal does.
infuriates him.
Yeah, and gets him to be more animated.
Yeah. No, that's fine. Anyways, but my point is that most people don't know who these characters are. We as nerds, comic book readers, and just
I'm sorry. I had a flashback.
Does a Hawk Girl
Did you
Green Lantern relationship?
Yes. You remember when in Justice League Unlimited when Grown Static appears?
yes,
And they start talking about their kid. It's a really big age. I'm sorry, it threw me off. I'm sorry.
But anyways, it's just the fact that most people don't know who the Justice Society is. Like Shazam is about the only one I would say that
Most people really didn't know who he was.
Really? Okay.
Because most people knew him, if they did know him.
As
they
Captain Marvel.
As
Yes.
Captain Marvel. And then now there is another Captain Marvel for Marvel. And so no one has no idea who that guy is, except for people that grew up, in the 50s when they had a really old cartoon of Captain Marvel? I think 50s or 60s. They actually had a cartoon.
We remembered him because, once again, we're those people. But
Yeah.
no one remembered Captain Marvel. No one remembered either Captain Marvel, actually. Because
Black Adam is more remembered than
Shazam.
Shazam.
And for Marvel's case, I more fondly remember Captain Marvel as Miss Marvel and Captain Marvel being Marvel.
Marvel. Yeah, but
Marvel.
no one
We don't have to
remembers
go on that.
Marvel.
We don't have to go on that route.
But anyways,
I get your point. Is that because they're trying to go for popular exposure, they're not going to be anywhere near as true, or they're not going to be as willing to put these characters out.
Here's a good way to think of it, Dane. In my opinion, if somebody that, say this is back when Justice League had just come out and people who did liked it and everything, if there are those people that exist. But anyway, say this had been a couple years after that came out, which actually I think it is, never mind. But Justice, and then all of a sudden they announce a new movie that's called Justice Society, DC Universe. People are going to think, literally, without even looking at the DC part, they're going to be, oh, that's a rip on Justice League. That's exactly what they're going to think. I'm telling you that now. That's why people
that don't read the comics,
they will literally see that as a rip on the Justice League instead of what Justice Society being the original Justice
unless
team.
they somehow work it in, because they're saying in Black Adam 2, Superman will have a big fight with Black Adam, so one would assume that he goes into the modern time. So
he does.
Right. And I know, but I'm saying in the second movie he's going to be in modern time.
Yeah.
In the second Black Adam movie. So one would assume that in that movie people will recognize that Justice Society of America was before Justice League of America.
Right. That's the assumption, but I'm just saying for a general
for a
general populace, if they were just to put out a Justice Society movie, they'd think they were just ripping on Justice League.
Yeah.
That's my point, Dave.
Trying to give it a 19...
I'm not denying that the Justice Society is in some ways better than Justice League and in some ways worse. I mean, depending on how you look at it.
They're
definitely less spectacular.
Yes.
They're less godlike.
Yeah, they're more down to earth.
Yeah, but they had a lot more out there characters than the Justice League had at times.
Yep.
Like Mr. Miracle or Dr. Fate.
Yeah, Dr. Fate's great.
Yeah, Dr. Fate is great, and he should get his own movie. Speaking of that, there is a character that they're rumored to be working on getting his own movie, which is Martian Manhunter.
Oh, please.
I forgot to mention that.
They do it correctly.
They're going to butcher that. Do you know that he is like the least likely to ever be properly portrayed character?
I know, but I can hope.
Let me see what it says.
Man.
But anyways, you get what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not ripping on Justice Society.
I know. I'm sensitive because I'm a huge fan.
I know you are. That's why I'm trying to make sure that I'm not ripping on them.
Yeah.
Right. Well, we'll be getting them before the movie with Stargirl, if we ever get that show.
Freaking even the DC the CW shows, the Justice Society's in that.
Yeah, they are.
Well, Jay
they were
Garrick.
in Smallville.
No. Well, it's Jay Garrick's not a part of it actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, yeah.
It's the they go in the past and it's Steel, or at least
Yeah, it's the Legend of
It's
Tomorrow.
Legend of Tomorrow Haywood. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Captain Steel would be the past version.
I think Stargirl's also a part of it.
She is.
she
She's
becomes
awful.
Merlin.
Yeah.
Yeah, she becomes Merlin in the episode where
she's forgotten.
Palmer is a knight.
Yes.
She's actually Merlin.
Yes.
Yeah, because she still has the staff of the Star Staff.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love Stargirl.
I know you do.
Yeah.
I didn't think Stargirl was bad in that.
She wasn't Stargirl.
I don't disagree with that either.
I hope you enjoy the new one that will eventually come out.
But anyways, that's my point. But
I mean, I get the point. I like that their interaction and that like it's just it's so bizarre because in reality, what this kind of feels like is Infinity War.
Yeah.
Just without any of the buildup,
Right.
because imagine just like
It's
watching
just weird.
Infinity.
It's just weird. They're going straight to JSA. They're going to have the whole team already.
Guess what Justice League felt like?
Yeah, I know.
Infinity War with none of the buildup.
But
Without the big bad either.
Right.
Yeah, Darkseid didn't appear. It was
but they
Steppenwolf,
they might
Yeah.
handle it to where
which
they might handle it okay. They might just kind of have like brief appearances of the rest of the JSA and just focus on Hawkman fighting Black Adam.
look. All I have to say about the Justice League movie is that they butchered the idea that could have been had, because in reality, there's a perfect 1-for-1 match to every member of the Justice League in the
Right.
Apocalypse group
Right.
for Darkseid.
Yeah.
So we could have had Darkseid versus Superman.
Yeah.
Steppenwolf versus Wonder Woman.
Darkseid was supposed to be in the movie.
Yeah.
Like Zack Snyder, that was like his big issue with him. They totally took out Darkseid.
Yeah.
Of
They
course,
could have,
that movie was going to be awful even if he added Darkseid.
but they could have one-to-one it,
Yeah.
and then it would have been great.
Who's the
Yeah.
Flash
No,
going
it wouldn't have been great because
There isn't a speedster in.
yeah, there wasn't.
But
no,
it's Darkseid's adopted son.
I know who you're talking about.
Orion's counterpart.
Yes.
I forget
Yeah,
what his
Orion's
name is.
counterpart.
The
Yeah.
new god, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a new god. Yeah, it's
We're supposed to be getting a New God movie too, by the way. Eventually.
It starts with an M, but
Yeah.
it's not Magog, because Magog's the stupid idiot from Kingdom Come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get what.
you
I know
what
who you're
I'm
talking about. I just
Justice League movie was a hot piece of garbage.
All I'm just saying is that the entire Justice League versus Steppenwolf is a travesty.
Yeah.
he had no chance.
well that, and they didn't even have Superman literally came in at the last minute because they kept sending him off to do other things because if he was there he would just ended it.
Well, first off, he didn't even want. First off, Superman didn't have to be a part of that fight anyway, because if it wasn't for his girlfriend, which is the entire motivation
Yep.
of Superman,
It was stupid how they brought him back to life and everything. Anyways,
yeah.
they shouldn't have been able to get access over to the.
Well, it's Batman. I can believe
Yeah.
getting access to stuff. It's the fact that they
It shouldn't have still been there.
Yeah.
Was my issue.
Yeah.
Someone should have buried it.
Yeah.
Probably Lex Luthor, if he wasn't currently a
In jail.
lunatic, in jail. But
Well, you got out of jail at the end, but still.
yeah, it's all bad.
Anyways, so DC is trying to make this Black Adam movie become a big hit, obviously. Hopefully they don't rush these characters. Hopefully they don't treat it like Justice League.
I don't even know how they're going to establish all of them.
Yeah,
It's so horrible.
we'll just have to wait and see.
I feel
Yeah.
like, how much you bet it's going to Suicide Squad? I feel like there's going to be a Suicide Squad intro in here.
Don't. Oh,
No,
please,
I don't
no.
think they'll go that route.
No.
I really feel like he'll end up running into Hawkman one way or the other, and then he'll be the main person he fights, and then the others will just be kind of like they're busy doing their own thing, and they talk to him briefly.
I don't know.
I don't think it'll be like the JSAs all going to fight him. I think that would be stupid. Anyways, we just wanted to discuss about the rumor of that. Might not even work out that way. That's the way rumors work. But with the script being pretty well done for Black Adam, people are going to hear things. All right. Well, we appreciate you watching. We appreciate you listening. And most of all, thank you for letting us get to the root of our geek culture with you. Thanks, guys.